Hi, I'm Collins and Irene Oloo from Oloo and Locals on YouTube and also Locals Young on Instagram. Together with me today, I have my girlfriend with me and she'll introduce herself.
Hello, my name is Irene Motiria, and we are from the Oliver and Locals channel. I hope you enjoy the show.
And
this
is our love story. We met, I would say, where I live and also my business station, because we do most of the time we deal with Airbnbs. So she was living with her sister at the time, and I knew her sister way before her. So one day I went to get something to the sister, and she opened the door, and I was like, boom, she's the one, straight up.
I don't think he came for something actually. I think he was just trying to look for something, which I don't know nini, because he kept on coming and going. It was more than one time that is not coming to seek for anything. And yes, that is how we met. He kept on banging the door.
Yeah, I had to shoot my shot, and I knew exactly Papo Hapo. The moment I saw her, I didn't even ask for the number in the beginning. I was like, where's your sister? I want to say something to her. And the next thing is we met, I think, downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we met downstairs. The next moment we met, and that's the time I told her, excuse me, just key in your number. I gave her my phone. She couldn't say no at that point. I mean, and that's how I got the number.
My first impression, it was like the high school thing. I thought he was the tall, dark, handsome dude. But then I thought he spoke well. He was so much into the spirituality. And I think he's in tune with the environment. And that's something I loved about him.
Oh, it took, how long did it take? A couple weeks or so? Maybe?
No, it was 2 or 3 months. Weeks. No.
Anything 2 or 3, I would say maximum it was a month, because I kept on coming back and forth on that door. And the last time I remember, I texted her on the phone, and excuse me, are you free this weekend? Probably we'll be going for hiking and gone. And she was like, yeah. And that's how it started. I didn't even say much. The moment we got onto the hike, I just set the mood right, and everything was set. At that point, she knew it's on. Yeah.
At first, it wasn't like a date, but it was something which talked about he's into traveling, and so am I. So when he proposed, I thought of it as something we could explore together and as well get to know each other. And obviously, I was into it. I wouldn't say no to traveling, to hiking. No, I love it.
We went all the way to Kendangong, and I remember it was extremely cold. Even the dog was it was shivering. Like it was so fluffy, so hairy. So at that point, I remember it was just, we went to have some good time and just to relax and connect with nature. Like she said before, I'm a person who is in tune with nature, and I like talking about spirituality and everything to do with us as beings. So it was just a moment to just cool off our minds, and I believe at that moment is the time I started showing myself as if I was interested in something from her. So when I pulled my moves, I was welcome.
The thoughts were before the actual hike, because we had conversed, and I was like, yes, this guy, can give him a chance. He speaks to the heart. He knows how to get into you. And so yeah, it began way before it, and then the hike is added to it. Honestly, for us, the exploring, the talking about life, that is what excites our soul, and that is what we do most of the time, and that is our typical way of spicing up things, talking about life and exploring new things about life too, like that.
We've been together for a month. Not a month, actually 1 year and a month.
Yes. And our few days, weeks, and a month so of talking.
A couple weeks, right? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Her time pattern is totally different with mine. So I would say we sacrifice sometimes maybe to make sure that we get things moving in terms of having our dates and stuff like that, because you'll find when I'm busy, she's not busy and stuff like that. So, you know, you have to make sacrifices probably like to fix your time schedule in a way that you balance your time. Like I would dedicate a certain time into something, then I would say when she's back, I would give her this time, and then when I get back to this other thing, and so that I don't feel short of something. So I sacrifice time, she does the same thing, and it has brought balance in a certain way that we all feel cool with that. You know, before I got her, I would say I wasn't dating for quite some time, for quite a long time, and when I found her, I said, okay, let me try this time. Probably it will work, because I had previous relationship too, and I was trying to make sure like I'm not getting into that situation, because I always say no matter who we meet in life, it's a learning experience. So I learned what I learned from those people, and it was time to progress forward. So I said probably, and the process of progressing forward is I would say I was also trying to find my soulmate. And the moment I set my eyes on her, I was like, probably she's the one, the soulmate, and the one who's gonna make me balance things right.
Honestly, before we met, I had kind of given up on relationships. I was like, all men are bad and mean, because previously, I don't know what happens, but the people I'd met were pretty mean. And how would I put this? Into themselves, they don't invest on other people, so it was hard for me to give myself to somebody else or allow somebody in. But it was worth the sacrifice. I don't regret any of it. I learned how to know people who they are by themselves and not as a general category. So you learn to take one person at a time, know this person, this is who you are, this is how you deal with issues, this is how you think, your thought process and all. And I think with time I came to know him, and I was able to love him as he was and not compare with anybody.
We were like, since I'm around here doing my stuffs here, and you have school super close, I think we can just merge our energies and make sure it's easier for us to make things work, because since we know exactly what we're up to, and we're in this for eternity, so it's better to start at this point. So we were like, let's do it. And she was into agreement, and at that point we were like, okay, let's set up our space. We did set up our space, and everything is all straight right now. It's all good.
I think he made it easier because he's someone who actually listens, and when you air a concern, he does take time, listens to you, and does it the way you would wish for it to be handled.
My favorite memory, I would say my favorite memory was during my graduation. We went and she met my family at the time, and it was an amazing reception. We had quality time, and it was just worth it. Everything was just amazing at that point. And when we got that energy like from family and everybody around us, it was so overwhelming, and I would say it's my favorite moment.
Well, beside the graduation, it was a big moment and a moment to live for. The first days, in as much as I say he kept banging the door, I loved seeing him there every day with his posturing on the door. During the hike, it was a really nice moment. The breathing in, the letting go of anything you feel hurt, and it's just a lot. Every day he finds a way to make it worth smiling for that day. Yeah, that's it, man.
Personally, I'm a person who likes to share ideas that I have, because I know through sharing, you also learn. Somebody might speak something that you don't know, and in that process, there's growth in there. So our relationship is more of, I would say we tend to feed each other knowledge. And I tend to bring these discussions most of the time, though, because I would just bump into random questions. Why are oranges this color, and why are this color, and they would spear up like really dope conversations, and it has been keeping us moving for some good time now. Like I said before, I met the sister before, so we have like a quality relationship. We know each other very well, and I'm rare on that side though, as much as because of the times, but we are good. I would say we are all good.
Actually, it was beyond what I expected. They were really warm, really welcoming, and they make you feel like part of them. There is no segregation. Oh, you're from this and this. You're too young and all. There was nothing. They just treat you like part of them. So loving. Advice. Know your person. Don't listen to other people's opinions and come and start applying to your own situation. Just learn your person and you'll know what is right to do in particular situations. And listen to your gut, your intuitions. They are your best guides.
Yeah, she talked about intuition, and I would say that is one of the most powerful things that people should be listening to. It tells you about the future and about the next move, because we all live in a thought pattern world and we don't know where the thoughts are coming from. And when you're meeting people, it's good to listen to your intuition because it never lies. Even if I'm out there, maybe I'm late at home and people are talking behind my back, she has a listening ear and she listens to herself, because we constantly talk on the phone. I also keep her updated wherever I am. And in this process, we've built this kind of trust within us that has made us become more solid in our relationship ever than before. I would say it brings that aspect of honesty, and with that, trust develops and becomes more stronger. And I think that's why that has been a key role in our relationship.
It's not exactly a hobby, but it's something I've started to learn. And this is like watching his spirituality things. Honestly, back then, when anything popped up on YouTube that is about all that, I'll be like, oh no, not today. Then I'll swipe it out. So yeah, that is something I've learned to accept. Well, it's been eye-opening first, and I feel like okay, I'm still learning, but still I feel like most of the things we've learned, they've been sugar-coated or changed to fit people's perceptions. People have been lying and not saying the actual bare truths to suit their own malicious, I don't know, intentions. But I feel like it's been worth it being introduced to it, because you get to know the actual picture of what is happening in the world, and I think I'm loving it. Yes. I feel like we both contribute equally. At no point do I feel like I'm giving more or he's giving less. I think we're doing it quite well. We're managing well, yes.
What I can say is you've been so amazing ever since like we started this. You've been so amazing, and you've blessed my heart and my soul since the beginning. And we're just getting started in this journey. Thank you for being patient and allowing that room for us to grow. I believe there's more to eternity, and for us, cheers.
Okay, well, the journey, it seems like it's been just yesterday when I met you, but it's all been worthwhile. I have come to love you for who you are. I've come to appreciate you. One, I feel loved whenever I'm with you. I feel safe. I feel heard. And I feel like I have somebody who is actually there to listen and hear me, and who is able to share his own side. You're open and you're honest and you say things as they are, and I love that. And I hope to keep sharing my journey with you, and you'll be with me all through. And
Yes.
I can't wait to see what the future holds for us. And I do love you so much.
I love it too.